Sorry guys, my tail unplugged. Happens to me a lot. You know how it is. It's not a real stream if there's no scuff. How is the music volume? Oops. I want you to be able to hear the music, but I want it too loud. Oh. Hey. I'm going to cover up part of the screen with the game, so I might miss something. Oh. It's literally fine, guys. Okay. Let's get into it. Oh, you want energetic drink too? Man, I almost went to buy one, but it was like 10 minutes each way. So instead I sat here eating noodles sadly. That's today. Not right now, it's at 9 AM. I'm not doing that. Oh, I need to press my Twitter. Let's see. I've been totally forgetting to do it lately. Yeah. Again, I still don't know what I'm gonna do for Clavia's voice. Even though I already did it. Can we just do like a fuckboy voice, but I don't know what that is. It looks kind of pixelated, but I think I put it like that on purpose last time. But that was like 2 months ago. Oh, let's go. Huh, Mr. Wright's not here today? He said his old foot injury was acting up. Old injury? He was all smiles yesterday. Yes, he smiled when he said, "We'd be fine as long as you're there, Trucy." Yes, fine. We'll be fine. Here comes justice. I started my voice training at 5 this morning. Ooh, do some now. I want to see. Here. Huh? Oh, okay. My name is Apollo Justice and I'm fine! Sounds more like a self-mantra than voice training. Oh, wait, who is this? I'm fine, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's our dear friend. Wait, look at his shirt. It's the blue badger! Wait, which one is it? It's the criminal one. Is he just called the bad badger? But his bounties are only $10? Oh, and he has the foxes on his jacket like his dad. Good morning. Yo, sup? Hit me with the guilty verdict, G. See if I care. You just hang loose and let things go with the flow, you know what I'm saying? Not really. Okay, don't be running your mouth like that around here. See, that's the difference between me and you, old man. I ain't afraid of no cops. Real G's can't keep it real till they spend some hard time in the pen. I've absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Sounds like they've both been voice training too, Apollo. My worst fear is realized. Trial's starting and I still haven't had a real talk with my client. This is my worst fear. Being in the courtroom with a pervert. Oh... Hang on. Okay. I wanna go home. Court is now in session for the trial of Walkie-Talkie. The fence is ready, Your Honor. I'll kill myself. Can he leave? I feel so awkward. Like, I know what a fuckboy voice is like, but I don't know how to do it as a fake European man. Anything is fine, right? We'll just go with the flow. It's just I don't want him to sound the same as Apollo. Oh, wait. I feel sick. The only way out is through. Go away. I'm giving up. He's just gonna be normal. Piss me off. You know, yesterday I drew Clavier and he looked really like himself and it pissed me off so much that I don't know if I can finish the drawing. I was like, oh. I gave myself the ick. It's okay, I am him. I am him. Wait, I just saw that I have his head in my room. Now that I think about it. And it's fallen over. Who even cares about him? Who cares about his feelings? The other thing is Nectarine speaks German, so I feel really self-conscious. Yeah, on a spike. But yeah, I'm giving up. He's gonna be normal with some German thrown in. I also don't like the word her. How do I say this? His pronouns are she, her. Oh, like hair. Oh. Oh. Well, okay, I'm glad I asked. I did not know that. I'll kill myself. It's okay, it's literally fine. It's literally fine. No, I thought I'd be okay because I did all this yesterday. I'm sorry. I know it's not entertaining. What the hell is hair judge? It doesn't have any. I was just listening to his song last night to try to get a feel for his voice. Didn't work because it was in Japanese. Ready to rock and roll, hair judge. Hair. Ah, it's him! The guy from yesterday. He's a prosecutor? It's Mr. Gavin's brother. Long time no see, Prosecutor Gavin. Were you taking a leave of absence? You know that little band I started in my free time? Thing is, we got real popular. Hard to say 9 to your fans when you got 3 of your singles go platinum, yeah? I see. To be honest, I was a little concerned. Has he been not working this whole time? I feared you might still be distraught over that one trial. Not to worry, Herr Judge. I won't miss this day in court for the world. Worth even more than VIP passes to one of my concerts, yeah? How could I pass up a chance to see the true strength of the little boy who bested my brother? Worth canceling a show or two. Understood. You may give your opening statements to the court. Before that, I was thinking, is the air in this courtroom not a bit serious? Why so serious? It is a court of law. That's no way to get the crowd jumping, Herr Judge. They're not supposed to jump. This is our courtroom. Achtung, baby! Today we play it my way. You went up to the baby Highland cow? That's great. That's awesome. Where do you live? Quick question. Just wondering. I did not expect that. Adopted. Anything could happen. What's that noise? Sometimes you just have to get on up in order to get down to prosecuting. This is crazy. Is he playing a speaker? The victim, Pal Maractus, director of the Maractus Clinic. Scene, People Park. He was found pulling a noodle stand. What in the world was a doctor doing pulling a noodle stand? Yes, I believe... You'll only find that by asking the defendant right here, right now. Because it's an undeniable truth that he shot the victim. What do you mean undeniable? If you're to glare at anyone here at justice, glare at the punk in the defendant's chair. This crime was witnessed quite clearly, you see. Very well. Please admit this witness to the court. Ew! Nein, not yet. First, there's a little matter to be cleaned up. Did you talk without the accompaniment? I swear I could see the guitar for a second. What is it, Prosecutor Gavin? The motive, Her Judge. Why did the little punk do it? Why did he kill the director of the Maractus Clinic? Not so fast. The defendant doesn't have to explain that. Oh, but what if the defendant specifically requests to do so, as he did this morning? I wanna give a shout out to all my homies, I believe he said. What? What is right? They always say that on stage you should hit the crowd with speed and ferocity. Sounds like he got you good, huh, Polly? Well, this is highly unusual, but court will now hear from the defendant concerning his motive in the crime. So, you son are the defendant. Walkie, are you? I ain't your son, old man. You step to a Kataki, you bet be prepared to step strong. You step to a public official, you best be prepared to step into jail. You gotta hand it to him, Walkie sure has guts. Not his guts I'm worried about. Well then, the court will now hear testimony on the defendant's motive. From the defendant himself. I'll tell you one thing, that doctor was a quacker. Someone had to show him what's what. I was in his clinic about half a year ago, he messed up my op something bad. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later, bye! So I gotta go in, get another doc to patch me up again. That was the day I done figured it out. No OG's gonna let that pass. That's why I went to his pet that night, you know what I'm saying? He's really cute. The thing, you are one of the victim's patients. A lot of stuff goes down when you're keeping it real on the street, true that. I tell you one thing, that doc was whack. Very well, the defense may begin the cross-examination. I can't believe this is the first time I'm hearing about all this. Well, what do we think is sus? Is pad? But that's not where the crime was. Well, that we know of. But I'm also curious about the operation. I forgot how to control the game. So you were a patient at the Maractus Clinic half a year ago. For what reason? I had what you might call a mark of honor. Can you explain precisely what was wrong? We had a little run-in with the Rivales family. That's when I pulled a jack move. And ran into an ambush. She busted the cap right in me. According to my sources, you couldn't stand the stress of waiting, and ran in 15 minutes before the appointed time. By yourself. Hey, I was more than a match for those guys. So you were carried to the Maractus Clinic from there. Apparently he was shot in the heart. Shot in the heart and he's still alive. I can catch bullets between my teeth. But I never learned how to catch them in my heart. The bullet stopped just short of my thumper, you know what I'm saying? I would have been golden if it weren't for that whack doc. Can't even take out a stupid bullet. Though, as you say, the surgery was a failure. That ain't all of it, Holmes. What do you mean he just let you go without a word? What do you think it means? It's whack, that's what. I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds bad. Sounds as though Herr Doctor wished to hide his mistake. This is why he let the defendant go. He's a liar straight up. He's a badder G than me. So this bullet is still... You know it. I can still feel it. Right there in my chest, pressing up against my heart. Your words are like a bullet shot straight into my heart. Or something to that effect. Incidentally, that's from one of our hit singles. Well, that sounds like a straightforward case of malpractice. Word, J-Man. We're no accident, that's for shizzle. It seems that there were issues with this doctor. Man, putting him down was like doing the world a favor. Lucky, please consult your lawyer before saying things like that. Chin up, Apollo, back straight! But why did this mistake only come to light that day? It was found during the family health checkup. The family checkup? That was the wackest thing of all. All ass G's lining up, taking eye exams and all that. Better to die young than fade away, Bizoy! What is Bizoy? A relief to hear. Eh? What's a relief? Oh, did your father not tell you? That bullet you carry so close to your heart, if not attended to immediately, it could kill you. What? Yes, Herr Dr. Maractus had knowledge concerning this Ticking time bomb in you. Knowledge that could have saved your life. No wait, that's whacked! There is proof. Your checkup report. How ironic that you would kill the one man capable of helping you. You're almost as careless as he was. Ahahaha! Well, now that the place is hopping, let's get this gig started. Started? We've had enough of a warm-up act, yeah? Time to hear from the witness. Lucky sure is quiet all of a sudden. I'm a little uneasy myself. Is this Gavin's strategy? So, you'll tell us your name and occupation. Ooh. Wait, I wanna look at that. How do I look at it? Oh. Metallic object. That could be anything, man. It's quite normal to have a metallic object. In your chest. Man, okay. 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 Okay, guys. My name is Wesley Stickler. By occupation, I think. Wait. Wait! Wait! Stop! Wait, I wanna read it. By occupation, I take it you refer to some labor that profits society at large and supports a livelihood, under which definition I must confess to being unemployed. However, we must acknowledge the meaning of identity, which is commonly attached to the notion of occupation, and once we have accepted this reality, we see that our confusion is not gestalt per se, but derives from the vagueness inherent in all representations of thought. I wish he means to say that he is a student. A junior at Ivy University, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, in the Department of Science and Engineering. Filled with curiosity for all things, I spend my days in pursuit of truth, honing my... Herr Stickler, please direct said curiosity to the case at hand today. Very well, Mr. Stickler. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the night of the crime. Oh my god. I'm not reading this, you get it. That night, I passed through the park on my way home from shopping. When I saw them. One man pulling a stand, another facing him. I saw them quite clearly. The man facing the victim was the defendant. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. A shot! The bullet hit the man pulling the stand from the front, square in the forehead. Was there anyone else in the park at that time? I can say with 100% accuracy that there was not. The pistol our witness refers to is this. Court accepts this into evidence. Well, I didn't see a pistol there. Very well, Mr. Justice, you may cross-examine the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Trucy? Why are you staring like that at the witness? That man... I can't help but feel I've seen him somewhere before. On your door... Weirdly... How will the knife... From the front? Bullshit. Objection! Oof, if that's all of it, I think I have a chance. Is that you relaxing, I see, Herr Justice? Huh? Oh. Objection! Once is quite enough, Mr. Justice. Apollo, pace yourself. This trial's not over yet. Right. Look at this. The autopsy report. Is there a problem with the autopsy report? Right, a problem. Problem. Yes, the problem is the location of the entry wound. The location? You testified that the killer shot the victim square in the forehead, did you not? Oh, I have already determined your angle of inquiry. Allow me to explain. It is quite simple, really. Can you stop? Guys, I can't read it. Well, maybe if I wasn't doing a silly voice, I could... Mr. Justice. Yes. What's your objection to these, krypton particle things? This is the big time and you're obsessed with something so small? You disappoint me. No, I'm obsessed with something big. I mean, there's a bigger, less nitpicky problem here. Do tell. I'm obsessed with something big. Just look at the autopsy report. The location of the entry wound was the right temple. Temple? Mr. Stickler, you said quite clearly that the victim was shot square in the forehead. That's a contradiction, isn't it? It is, right? Finally. We just started. Herr Justice. Oh, Herr Justice. Yes? Your tactics are outdated. Trying to shake the witness by objecting to trifles? Surely you haven't forgotten the fatal wound your master suffered 7 years ago? Phoenix right, was it? Look, I know the wound was in the wrong place according to this testimony. Yuck! Hey, our forehead. Forehead? Let's imagine you are walking through the park. You see two men facing each other, one with a pistol trained on the other. What would you do, Herr Forehead? Well, I guess I would try to stop them. I'd probably shout, "Stop!" And you, Fraulein? Me? Well, I'd probably scream, "Eek!" And you, her stickler? What did you shout, I wonder? Ech! If the victim turned his head at the last moment. Gulp. Oh yes, thank you for jogging my memory. Sounds like an addendum to the testimony is required. As soon as the killer raised his pistol, I took action. Cease this at once, you two, I cried, with composure. The victim turned in the direction of my voice, and a shot rang out, whereupon our cowardly killer, the defendant, appeared to have become frightened. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. I see, so you attempted to stop the crime. Indeed, with composure. Well, maybe the criminal wouldn't have fired if he hadn't shouted like that. That doesn't really matter now, unfortunately. Let us consider this new testimony, shall we? Observe the diagram, if you would. The witness, Mr. Slickler, was it, stood here. He shouted, "Oh, stop, please," or something of this nature, and the victim responded by looking in the witness's direction. If the killer were to have fired at just that moment, as we can see, the bullet would have struck the right temple as in the report. That does seem to be the case. Witness the power of a junior in Ivy University's Department of Science. Very well, Mr. Justice, you may cross-examine the witness. Fingerprints were wiped. Yep, it's a gun. Whoa, don't point that thing at me! Don't worry, I can handle myself around guns. Magic guns, at least. The ones that pigeons come out of. Very reassuring. But Hi, Pivot. Tossing it aside, but they're wiped. Is this it? Objection! Wait a second. Another misleading request. Yet you're so beholden to your own mode of discourse you can't see how it affects you. Come again? Wait a second, you say. A second? We intended to wait just that. A single second. 1/60th of a minute. That's hardly enough time to draw your breath, let alone make a statement in court. Now, had you asked for a longer period of time, say 3 minutes. Mr. Justice. Yes, Your Honor. Am I to understand that you are objecting to the length of a second? Yes, I mean, no. Here, just look at the pistol. It doesn't have a single fingerprint on it. Ah, a common ploy, made all the more common, I fear, by the prevalence of television. Criminals these days are loath to leave fingerprints. Wait, but you said the killer tossed the gun and ran. That's right. He didn't have time to wipe the gun for prints. Ah, the little girl sticking it to the university student. There's a song in there. I'm not little. Ah ha ha ha. And let's think like adults, shall we, Fraulein? Eh? What if the killer, the defendant, was wearing gloves? Gotta admit, I didn't think of that, Apollo. Well, Mr. Justice, could the killer have been wearing gloves? Nor because his fingerprints are on the knife that he also had, so why would he have a gun? The record of the murder weapon is very clear about one thing. Fingerprints were wiped, which means some trace of print remained. Okay, I didn't know that. Well, I did, but I didn't care. Which contradicts your testimony. If everything happened as you say it did, he wouldn't have had time to wipe the pistol. That may be, but it does not change what I saw. Killer, the defendant. He threw down the murderous weapon from his hand and fled. And this pistol was found at the scene of the crime, strongly suggesting that this was the weapon he disposed of. That sounds solid to me. Well, Herr Forehead, any of your precious objections? What gives, Apollo? Let's see that voice training go to work. You know, I've only recently realized something. No matter how much you train your voice, it doesn't matter if you have nothing to say. What do you mean, nothing to say? Isn't it obvious from what the witness just said? Huh? Isn't what obvious? When he restated what he saw just now, he said he saw Waki drop a murderous weapon. But that's not the same as being 100% sure of what Waki threw away. You're right. He's just confused because a pistol was found at the scene. Poor Mr. Stickler. It must be hard to be so perfect and yet so wrong. Well, it can be said that I'm quite offended. While it is indeed true that once in my youth I wrote a love letter in my own blood. You did what? What we can say for certain is that the witness saw the killer throw something. Does the defense have anything to say about this? Well, if what he threw wasn't a pistol, then it had to be something else. At least one person on the defense team seems to be thinking. Grr, I'll wipe that smile off your pretty face, Gavin. Why? Why are you gay? In a gay way. Perhaps you can inform the court as to the nature of this something else. What did the killer throw away before fleeing the scene? I think it. I mean, there's nothing else that's his that was there. Objection! Oh, take that. My bad. My bad. Oh, I'm embarrassed. Apollo. Is that a sword? I saw one of those on the late night movie last night. Great, a sleep-deprived judge. This knife was found at the scene of the crime, with the defendant's prints on it. His prints? A single piece of evidence proves two important things. 1. That what the defendant threw down wasn't a pistol. 2. That the defendant wasn't wearing gloves. Indeed. Oh, Herr Forehead, you're forgetting two other things you've just proven. Huh? 1. That the man the witness saw was the defendant, Mr. Waki-Kitaki. 2. That the defendant was holding a knife with the intent of harming the victim. Oh. Indeed. Never underestimated Gavin is the lesson here. Stop grrring. This court is of the opinion that our witness is fond of making assumptions. In that light, I believe it would behoove us to hear about what really occurred. With less assuming, please. It's always the same with you people. Mark left the house on foot, and 5 minutes later his brother left after him. How long would it take for Mark's brother to catch up to him? Assuming that Mark never had to stop for a traffic light. Assuming, yes, that's what I said, assuming. As if that were a probable situation at all. Yet here you are assuming that my assumption is no better. What this court assumes is that the witness will testify as to what happened after the shot was fired. He's so chopped. I could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene, nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I used my cell phone to call the police. Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else. Why didn't you chase the killer? He was, as you say, a killer. We don't have a killer! He was the killer. Of course, I could have run him down. Yet, what would he have done when cornered? Sadly, it takes more than an aptitude for solving quadratic equations to know that. The testimony earlier not proved the defendant's presence at the scene. And do we not also now know that there was no one else there? It seems clear that we have our killer. Does it not? Does it not, Mr. Justice? I better find a way to take this testimony down quick. Oh dear. Actually, I think this is one of those. Which way did the killer run? By that time, it was clear the killer had noticed me. Naturally, he ran in the opposite direction. That would mean he ran in the opposite direction from the Kitaki mansion. Ashtung, don't even think about pointing out that he was going away from his home. All he had to do was loop back once he was out of sight. Ugh, how did he know that's where I was going? You were certainly composed for someone who had just witnessed a killing. If one is to devote one's life to the pursuit of science, one must never flinch at the sight of a little blood, nor be so moved by a chemical discovery that one drops one's flask upon the lab room floor. Ooh, cool answer. Very cool. So nothing strange about how he acted. Lucy looks like she has something to say. Say it! Wasn't your first thought to call an ambulance? It can be said that I have dabbled in medicine. The injury I witnessed, namely a single shot to the head, tends to result in death. Ergo, there was no need for me to call an ambulance. Oh, a perfect syllogism. What is this word? A proof in 3 parts. Exquisite, simply exquisite. He actually looks like he's going to cry. Tell me, Tracy. Can you tell us in detail about these 10 minutes? I stood in a state of heightened awareness. Anything could happen at any moment. Anyone could appear from any direction. Is that all? No one came. Nothing happened at all. I saw it all, which is to say, I saw nothing. It was late at night. It's not odd to think there would be few people around in the park. So he just stood there watching? Not much to go on there. Trucy, if you got something to say, by all means say it. I can't find a single problem with that testimony. Had enough at last, Hair Forehead? Maybe it's time to back off a bit? Well, can't really do anything. There's nothing fishy about that testimony at all. It appears there are no objections to the witness's current testimony. There are any number of ways to explain the lack of prints on the pistol, I assure you. Perhaps the killer really was wearing gloves, which wiped the previous user's prints off. Then, after the deed was done, this fell out of his pocket as he was throwing the gun away. A mistake befitting of a small-time punk, in my opinion. No! No! Seems we've come to the end of the line here. No, that can't be all. How unfortunate. Seems that you weren't cut out to stand on the same stage as me. Or you, Hair Forehead. I believe this brings the cross-examination to a close. Court will now declare a verdict for the defendant, Wakikataki. Eek! The killer! It's Trissy! Nobody move! What's the meaning of this? Who are you? There'll be no verdict in this court, not yet! Wait, are you one of the Kitakis? The Kitakis? You mean the notorious gangsters? If you don't want to see me give that pretty little girl a new smile, do as I say. And join the court for 20 minutes. What? This court will not bow to pressure from the likes of your judge. I see little point in further aggravating this gentleman. Recess, 20 minutes, or I promise you, you'll regret it. Wait! How'd he disappear so fast? Someone has to pee really bad. Come to the defendant lobby, Apollo. I suppose I have no choice but to adjourn for a 20-minute recess. Bailiff, catch that mysterious man. We continue, the ad break is coming. I'm gonna take a break. Oops. Yes. Vaccine. Welcome back. Trucy! Trucy! You move quick, Apollo. Good show, good show. Trucy, you're okay. I thought... Starts crying. Don't cry, Apollo. Oh, those good-for-nothing gangsters. There's some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges. Wait, just calm down, Apollo. Or else... Ah! What the heck is that? Surprised? This is one of my best tricks, the amazing Mr. Hat. You look marvelous, darling. He's a big hit on stage at the Wonder Bar. Yes, I am a big hit. Ha ha ha. Well, what do you think? Do you like it? You mean you... Trucy! There are some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges! Apollo, now is not the time to be threatening me. It's you who's being threatened here. Hi, thank you for the raid! Welcome, welcome! Thank you, Solo Stargaze. We're playing aa4 in real time. I'm doing really bad American accents for no reason. Thank you for coming. Huh? Well, I'll give you a follow. Remember what you said to Walkie's father yesterday? You promised you'd save his son. But that testimony was rock solid. Why are you suggesting I do? Look, once the judge declares a verdict, it's all over. If I can use my talent to stop that from happening, I will. Trucy, no more stage abductions, please. I'm not talking about magic, Apollo. I know when the witness isn't confident. I can perceive what he's thinking. It might not mean anything, but it's all we've got. You can see what he's feeling? Think back, Apollo. Think back to the times when there was a contradiction in his testimony. All the times. All the times there was a contradiction? I don't remember. It's good to be honest. Actually I don't remember them exactly. Good thing I do. There were 2 times when he made statements he wasn't confident in. And each time there was a contradiction. Oh, you too? Oh my gosh! I haven't been able to see anyone else doing it because I'm in Australia. So I'm a bit early. That's awesome! I'll try to catch your stream if I can next time. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. He said the man tossed aside a pistol, but it turned out he wasn't sure, and sure enough, there was a contradiction. Well, that's true, but how does that help us? Didn't you notice anything? Whenever he made a statement he wasn't confident in, he displayed a certain habit. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. Did you see it? The very moment he said the word pistol, his fingers got all tense, and he fiddled with the corner of a page in his book. How am I supposed to see that? Well, I could see it. How else do you think Daddy went 7 years without losing a game of poker? What? Oh, thank you for the follow. 4 p.m. CST. CST. Okay. Well, it might be a bit early for me, but I'll try. I always sat next to Daddy during big matches. I could see what his opponents were feeling. You mean that's how Mr. Right won all those games? It's not cheating officially. I wasn't looking at their hands or anything. And I wasn't there all the time either. Daddy's quite good at poker after all, but not good enough to go undefeated that long. Great, so he cheated, but what does that do for us? I don't believe this. You have to listen to his testimony one more time. No, scratch that. You have to watch his testimony. Perceive the truth. Perceive the truth. Watch the testimony? Perceive the truth? The only thing I'm perceiving is that I'm going to lose. Not true. Daddy said so. He said, you have the power, Apollo. Mr. Wright said that? Watch the testimony, perceive his true feelings. Is she serious? Time's up. Sorry, I can't think of any other way out of this one, Apollo. What was it she said before the trial started? Oh, you like my PNG tuba? Thank you. Well, usually I'm not Phoenix. This is just for this. For this. I've just made a new model as well. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I don't want to read flashbacks. Is this what he meant by us being fine? Well, methods aside, she did avoid one guilty verdict already today. I'm trying to show this court what I'm made of. Get ready for justice. Let's do it. Apollo! No, I'm starting to think I can do this. I knew you could do it all along. Oh, one more thing. Try to cover for Mr. Hat as best you can. I just flew in from the coast and boy are my arms tired. What does he say? Right. Sigh. Yeah. I feel like when I played it the first time, I didn't mind the flashback so much. But now it's like, yeah, cause like I'm getting it more this time cause I'm reading it properly cause I have to. But there was this visual novel that I played, the Isosomnium Files, that didn't run properly on the Nintendo Switch, and it was full of flashbacks, completely unnecessary flashbacks, and every time it would take like 20 seconds to load the flashback because it had to load in the different background and stuff. It's awful. So I don't really like flashbacks anymore, just in general. Court is now back in session. Right, we're fine. Ahem. I'd like to say to the young lady standing next to you, Mr. Justice. Oh, you mean me? Don't you have anything to report? Anything concerning the mysterious phantom in the silk top hat? Ah, right, him. Don't worry about him. I settled that. You settled that? Yes, it was an out-of-court settlement, right. Perhaps Fraulein would have us believe it was nothing more than a passing dream. A fantastic illusion. Now you see it, now you don't. Am I right? I think he's onto me. I wish he would stop being so cool. Let us dispense with these niceties and get straight to the matter. What are your plans for our gifted witness? Right. The defense would like to request another cross-examination. Because I forgot to ask something. Whoa, a polar boxing? Wait, I wanna see that. I love how, well, how muscular he is. Comparatively. He's somewhat wide. And he has big hands. And he's handsome, and he's beautiful, and I love him. And he's red. He has brown hair. He's 165 centimeters or something. Really cool guy. He's taller than Franziska, so it's really hot. There was no issue with the witness's previous testimony. I will grant your request, however, but this court will not permit stalling for time. Understood, Your Honor. Don't forget Apollo. When he isn't sure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book. Oh, this is the same one again. I'm not reading this again. I'm not sure I'm qualified to watch testimonies after all. Focus, Apollo! Find his weak spot! Focus, if only it were that easy. My ears hear what he says, my eyes see his expression. Do I have to do something more? What other senses do I have? What's this? My bracelet? What's going on? My bracelet feels different somehow. I think Daddy was right. You can see it, can't you, Apollo? You're almost there. Find the weak spot in his testimony. I know this sounds crazy, but my bracelet is trying to tell me something. Good night, Solar Stargaze. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the raid. Sleep well. I don't really understand what's going on with this guy's head. Like, he has his hat on. And then... what? Do you have blue hair? Or is that part of the hat? Baffled. Oh, here we go. He's fiddling. Hold it. So you called immediately after witnessing the murder. Police undoubtedly have a record of the call. Why not check with them? Wait, Apollo. This has to be it. Wait, you mean his habit? Don't forget Apollo. When he isn't sure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book. The only time he even had the book open was here. Which means this is the place to look for his habit. I don't know how I know, but I know. Know what? It's my bracelet. It's different somehow. I can feel it reacting to something about the witness. Your bracelet? I'm not sure I get this focus stuff you were talking about, Trucy, but I have a feeling that trusting my bracelet is the way to go. Okay, I just need to touch my bracelet with ours. He reacts to the testimony. What's going on? I can see the witness's face, his expression so clearly. It's filling my mind. I can see nothing else, hear nothing else. Apollo? Trucy, what's happening to me? This is what I meant by focusing. Focusing. In this state, you can see everything, Apollo. Everything the witness does. Well, that's great, but this is kind of freaking me out. Just look for Mr. Stickler's twitch, his habit. You remember it, right? Sure, when he says something he's not sure of, he fiddles with a page of his book. You got it! Right now you're looking at the witness's face. I know. And your eyes are sort of bugging out. I'll bet they are. First, move your focus of attention down to Mr. Stickler's hand. His hand? You know what to look for now, but you have to be looking in the right place. She's right, I can only see his face like this. Time to try changing my viewpoint. Creepy! It. Perfect! Now you're really ready. Ready for what? Ready to perceive the truth behind the twitch. Perceive. Try listening to the witness talk as you focus. Then watch for his habit. Right, you mean when he fiddles with the page. That's right, that's your signal to look closer, to perceive with R. Oh my god, how many times do we have to say this? Find his weak spot, and I guarantee we'll be able to give him the royal flush. Spoken like a true pokerhead's daughter. I'm a magician, thank you very much. I have to pay attention to his words and his fingers. Don't worry if you miss it, you can always try again. Right, look out, nervous twitch, here comes justice. Is that it? You did not use your cell phone? Someone else's cell phone? Public phone? Gotcha! I headcanon that Apollo plays Genshin Impact. For no reason, just because he says gotcha. I saw it. Just now. I could see it. Mr. Justice, do you have something to say? All this banging of desks is quite bad for my circulation, you know. Mr. Stickler, allow me to ask you a simple question. Why did you fiddle with the page of your book just now? The very moment you mentioned your cell phone. What are you talking about? Curious now about this cell phone of yours. Mind if I ask a few questions? What to ask, what to ask? Can I get your number, babe? Give me your phone number. Mr. Stickler, tell me your phone number. Why? Whatever for? Acting gay in front of Clavier. Why not? You have something against making friends? What does this witness's cell phone number have to do with the case? Hi Reva, thank you for the bits! Thank you for coming, welcome! Absolutely nothing. This is an invasion of my privacy. Seeing you grimace like that makes me wonder about your cell phone too. Witness will present his cell phone number to the court. Wah! Tracy, do you have your cell phone? Sure do. Try dialing the number that he gives us. You want me to call Mr. Stickler's phone? This seems like a bad idea. Why is Tracy gonna do it? This is Clavia's song. This is all highly irregular. Hey, my pocket's ringing. Wait, this is the phone from yesterday. It's pink. Look, a cell phone. Someone dropped it beneath his tire. If the car moved, it would be crushed for sure. I wonder if it belongs to the doctor here. I forgot we had this phone. How strange, Mr. Stickler. Can you explain why your cell phone is sitting here in my assistant's hand? Wait a minute, what is the meaning of this? This cell phone was found yesterday, in the Maractus Clinic garage. Maractus? Why, that's where the victim lived. Yeah, that's impossible! Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court, didn't you? If your cell phone is here, how could you have called the police? We oak! A new word that we just made up. It's true. I didn't have my cell phone that night. That is why it can be said that I called the police from a public payphone. A payphone? You didn't call on your cell phone after all. They should know this. The police should know this. Where was this payphone located, Mr. Stickler? Well, to indicate it with a startling high degree of accuracy, it was right around here. That's quite a ways from the park. But why did you lie? There can be only one reason. He didn't want the court to know he'd lost his cell phone, because it was found in the victim's garage. What are you saying? Mr. Stickler, you broke into the Maractus Clinic garage on the night of the murder. How do we say garage in American? I don't know, I feel like this isn't right. This cell phone tells all. But that's ridiculous. That makes it sound like I snuck into this fellow's garage to commit some crime. As though I were trying to kill him. Well, Dr. Maractus was killed that night. Well, yes, but no. This line of reasoning has to be against the rules. Yes, it's true, I lost my cell phone. But you can't prove that I lost it that night. Well, Mr. Justice, if that cell phone was dropped the night of the murder, it does raise considerable suspicions as to a connection with the crime. Now's your chance, Apollo. Connect Mr. Stickler to the crime. Oh, he's already connected enough. I just have to prove it. Well, do I have a piece of evidence that can do the job? Can I prove the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder? Can I? I guess so. Of course I have evidence. Swagger. Ooh, I like your swagger. Her forehead. Hit it. The court will see this evidence, Mr. Justice. Hit it, as they say. The evidence that proves the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder is... and... well, it must have been... it must have been... because otherwise the car would have run it over if it was earlier. So, well, this is the car. Take that. That's a side view mirror. As it so happens, Dr. Maractus's car was in an accident. It took place the night of the murder. An accident. An accident. It happened a little after 9 p.m., just outside Kill People Park, our murder scene. Dr. Miraculous's car hit a pedestrian. What are you trying to say? Oh, it's a gold-covered human skeleton. Wait, there is a cat. I never saw the cat. From the absence of a mirror, it's clear that the car was parked after the accident. Which means it was parked there after 9 p.m. on the night of the murder. If your cell phone had been dropped before the car was parked in that garage, and it would have been crushed. After all, it was lying on the ground right under the wheel. Ergo, Mr. Stickler. The only time you could have dropped this in that garage was after 9 p.m. the night of the murder in the park. Weewog! Mr. Stickler, you know what this means? You did break into the victim's garage that night. This is most unexpected. Mr. Justice, are you naming the witness as a suspect in the murder of Palmeractus? No, stop! This is too much. This can't be happening. Prosecutor, say something! I suppose it's worth saying this. No connection has been found between Wesley Stickler and Palmeractus. That is, other than this. I believe our next testimony will be most revelatory. Is the witness prepared? Yes, Your Honor. I know that face. That's the face of guilt. I think this is gonna be like the end of the trial section. We only have this guy on trial day 1. That night, yes, I went to the supermarket. I must have dropped my cell phone on the way back. And when I was walking through the park, I happened to witness the crime. I saw the killer, the victim, the stand, all as clear as day. It was him. I saw the defendant at the scene. Yes, but your cell phone was lying in a garage. Yes, well, as you can see, my Mudlove cell phone has a defect. It is given to rolling. It's quite a pain when I drop it alongside the road, you know. It's flat. Looks like a normal cell phone to me. In any case, Mr. Justice, the cross-examination, please. That's funny. My bracelet didn't react at all during that testimony. His nervous habit must not be acting up. I didn't sense anything either, actually. Looks like you're on your own this time around. Right, no problem, I hope. Here comes Justice. You went to the supermarket? Well, it is open until 9. Tell me more about what you saw. This part of the testimony is the key, I know it. Should I press him about the killer, the victim, or the noodle stand? I don't know. We can do all of them. Tell me about noodles. Do you happen to remember the noodle stand? Quite well, yes. For a student of the sciences, keen observation and healthy curiosity are vital. I remember everything. I could even read the sign. I believe it said, noodle. Yes, that was it. I remember something quite well. It sure took you a while to tell us. And thank you for telling us that the noodle stand sells noodles. Very enlightening. Well, Mr. Justice? What about that sign? Could that be important? But it doesn't say noodle. It says no. Oh, I can rotate it? No! Dull. Sheep. Huh? Look at this, Apollo. Mr. Aldoon spelled his name backwards on this side. I think that says noodle. As in Aldoon's noodles. Huh. Oh, I get it. So the name of his store is the same whether you read it forward or backwards. Yeah, I guess it would be. Well, except for the last S. Then, how about a store called Team Meat? Close, but that would be Tame Mate backwards. What kind of store is that? Why, a store that sells meat. It's not meat unless it's Team Meat. What is she talking about? You see? You're a magician. We can't sell meat. I mean, it's never too late to follow your dreams. Maybe it is important. So the sign on the noodle stand said noodle. It appears the defense has just obtained a vital piece of testimony. Is this noodle stand broth really that delicious? I'll have to go sample our wares one of these days. I think that's worth adding to the testimony as well. Whatever sort of noodles that stand sells, it can't match up to Ivywood's cafeteria. Some applied to the school merely for a taste of our smart noodles. I wouldn't mind a taste of that myself. Does this matter? Because it says noodle on the other side. Objection! You're absolutely sure the sign read noodle. Why, just last week my professor offered me this praise. At least you have good eyesight, Stickler, I'll give you that. It read without a doubt, noodle. I see. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Is that pity I see in your eyes? Let's take a look at our map, shall we? One moment. Okay, Steph sent me how to pronounce garage. Garage. In American. So you're claiming that when you saw the sign, you were standing here, was it? Although, it would have been a bit hard to read the sign from this spot. You think so? Mr. Stickler, I'd like you to please take another look at the stand, and to carefully read what the sign says. See, the sign actually states the name of the stand's owner. El Dunes. Inconceivable! I'm certain it was definitely Noodle for sure, positive. Radio Professor was wrong about that eyesight. I wouldn't be so quick to jump to that conclusion. The sign he saw changes everything. The witness says the sign said Noodle. He saw it right. What would you say if I told you? There is one spot from which the sign would be read, the way Mr. Stickler claims. What? Mr. Justice, show us this spot. The witness actually viewed the stand from this location. This side. Can I just click anywhere? On the footpath? Take that! The witness was standing here on the opposite side. How do you know that? When viewed from the south, the sign on the stand reads El Dunes, as we know. However, observe the other side of the stand. Oh, this side says Noodle. Exactly, the name of the stand is split between the front and back signs. Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court. You witnessed the crime from the northern side of the park, not the south. Yo, you got me. Who cares? So what? So what? What does it matter if he started killing from the north or the south side? It makes no difference at all. He's right. Travel far enough to the south and you will end up going north. Viewed on a global scale, directions are utterly without meaning. Actually, maybe he's right. What does it change? It changes everything, Apollo. Lucy? Remember his testimony from before. Though, to be honest, I'm a little scared of where this is leading. Ooh! Look at their pointy noses. The killer and the victim are facing each other here. Then, at the moment the killer raises his weapon, Mr. Stickler shouts, at which point the victim turns his head to look, and the killer fires his pistol. That's why the bullet hit him in the right temple. No contradictions, right? Right, but if Mr. Stickler was standing on the north side of the park, that reverses the whole scenario. Completely. If Mr. Stickler shouts from where he is now, and the victim looks in his direction, this is so high tech. The bullet would have to hit his left temple. Oh! In other words, someone standing at point K couldn't shoot the victim in his right temple. It's impossible. That's right. Now we know that Mr. Stickler was standing on the northern side. The wound location takes on an entirely different meaning. Indeed. Absolutely correct, Fraulein. What meaning? The entry wound was on the right side of the victim's head, correct? Well, the right side of the victim's head is north. North? Oh, but that's where the witness, Wesley Stickler, was standing. Correct. So, if he was standing to the north, then the only person here who could have shot the victim in the right temple was Mr. Stickler himself. York! Order, order, order! Wow, the apple didn't fall far from the tree. He's flipped this whole case on his head while I was still figuring it out. Clarify one point for me if you would, Hair Forehead. What now? Are you truly accusing this college student of murder? Well, I can't say he exactly looks innocent, but something still doesn't feel right. I just can't picture him as the real killer. No, please, look aside. I'm really a nice guy. All my friends say so. Let's hear what the defense has to say. What are you going to do now, Justice? Should I really accuse Mr. Stickler? I know. I don't think Wesley Stickler is a killer, but he's not innocent either. His unusual silence tells me that much. Mr. Stickler, you seem unusually quiet. Tell us why, now! The word confession isn't in my dictionary. Hair Forehead, I'm afraid it falls to you to elucidate Stickler's silence. Mr. Justice, you did say you were accusing the witness just now. For a crime other than murder. Your reason? The court's all ears. Gah, I know he's guilty of something, but what crime other than murder is there? Do I have evidence that shows his involvement in some other crime? For evidence? The court's all eyes, Mr. Justice. Show us the evidence that points to the witness's involvement in a crime. Want to take that. The evidence is this. What? Is that women's underwear? Hey, those are mine! Don't look at me like that! Order, order, order! Mr. Stickler, while I can't say this comes as a shock, it's not what it seems. Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. On the night of the murder, just past 9 p.m., a young girl catches a panty snatcher red-handed. Bravely, she gives chase, but the snatcher flees. A dog is there. Hides himself in no other place than the Maractus Clinic garage. Aha. Incidentally, these panties were found in the exhaust pipe of the car there. Presumably, he was trying to hide the evidence of his crime. Ergo, while you may not be a murderer, you are guilty of panty snatching in the first degree. Please, hear me out. It's not what it looks like. Order, order, order. Mr. Stickler, you should be ashamed. It's not what it's... See? we got stuck. So, are we to understand that you were silent not because you were guilty of murder, but because you lacked the courage to admit your theft of this girl's undergarments? Perhaps you're not aware that my school's name was originally written IV. I stands for intelligent, V stands for valiant, see? Your point? I'm not done. Now I'm a major in the science department. And what does science teach, if not curiosity? Yes, we of the IVU's science department are valiantly curious. No challenge is too daunting, and what greater challenge to science than a mystery? Come on, you're talking about a girl's panties here. No, you do not understand. A mystery is the unknown, and the unknown is unacceptable. And my friend, when it comes to mysteries, those panties are the promised land. From the moment I first laid eyes on them, I was compelled to investigate, for science. A full-sized cocktail was only the first mystery those panties revealed. A tire? Yes, I saw her do it. She pulled a tire out of those panties. But that's not all. First there was the tire, then a stew pot, and a frozen chicken. One mystery after another. It was magic. Oh, I remember now. He's one of the regulars in the audience at the Wonder Bar. Huh? He's talking about my magic panties trick. I just don't understand. A broom from a pair of panties. It mocks the very laws of physics. A broom and a frozen chicken, Trucy? Whatever happened to doves and bunny rabbits? Mr. Stickler, you stole this girl's panties to understand the magic trick. You say panties, but they are so much more than that. For me, they are an object for serious study. I wonder. There's been a recent rash of panty snatchings in the area. Were they all you? I am sorry, but I did it for science. Each time I spied a pair of panties flapping in the breeze. Okay, calm down. Still, that leaves one thing unexplained. You refer to our witness's other lie, yes? The witness claimed he saw the crime from the south, but was in fact in the north. Indeed. Would anyone care to explain why he lied about that? Be my guest, Herr Forehead. Me? Did I not hear you correctly? Did you not say you did not accuse the witness of murder? Why then did the witness lie about his location at the time of the shooting? Or have you no idea? Apollo, there is something about the way the diagram is arranged right now. When you think about it, right near where Mr. Stickler was standing, isn't there a... Well, Mr. Justice, what say you? Do you have any evidence to show why the witness lied about his location? Or the other underwear? In the bin. Take that! The evidence that shows why he lied is this. What? More panties? How many panties are you carrying in your pocket, Herr Forehead? These are the last, honest. These were found in a trash can at the park. Looking at the diagram, we can see that the trash can was right next to where the witness stood. Mr. Stickler, you didn't. Alas, I'm a failure as a scientist. I can't unravel the mysteries of the universe. I can't even unravel a pair of panties. Oh, these panties are your handiwork as well. That night, I had been chased, hounded into the Maractus Clinic garage. Weeping in frustration, I was forced to abandon my prize. Don't you see how I felt? Believe me, I'd rather not. I hid in the garage for a short while. Then, abandoning the panties, I made for home. To avoid the office where the girl works, I went toward the south entrance. When I saw them hanging there on a clothesline by the giant mansion. Giant pair of panties! Apparently he didn't know those bloomers belonged to the mob. I had them safe in my pocket, ready to take home, when I stumbled upon a murder. The murder of Dr. Maractus. I reported what I had seen, but as I waited for the police to arrive, I got scared. What if they searched me? That's when you dispose of the bloomers? Yes, it was a severe blow to the progress of science, but one that had to be borne. Fascinating, if disturbing tale. I believe this brings today's proceedings to a close, and I am more than pleased to dismiss this witness for the remainder of the trial. One last thing, if I might. Yes, Prosecutor Gavin. Regardless of where we ended today, some vital points were made. Namely, that the defendant Waki Kitaki was at the scene of the crime, and he was pointing a weapon at the victim. One more thing. Waki Kitaki has a clear motive. Indeed, the defendant Waki Kitaki is still the prime suspect in this case. Only suspect, in fact, assuming there was no one else on the scene at the time. Yet a mystery remains. The location of the wound in the victim's right temple has yet to be explained. The court requests further investigation from both the defense and prosecution. Yeah, baby! No problem. Very well, this brings the trial for today to a close. Court is adjourned. Oh, ad break humming. Break time. June 16. let's power through. It's June. What a train wreck that was. I'm glad we made it out of that trial alive. Really? I had fun. And Waki made it through the day too. Everyone was too obsessed with panties to bother with the real case. But it was good publicity. Imagine the crowd at my show tonight. You should come, Polly. Yeah. The amazing Mr. Hat will be making an appearance. Hi, folks. I'll be here all week. That's about enough of him. Hello? Ah, Miss Tiala! Thank you for today. The trial went well. Oh, right. No problem. Do you think Waki will be okay? Well, he's not guilty. Yet. Please, you have to help him. We're supposed to get married next month. Oh, congratulations. God, way to put the pressure on a guy. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Shall we have a discussion? Are you sure about marrying into the Kitaki family? I'm fine with it, and I love Waki with all my heart. Aw, that's so sweet. So it doesn't bother you that you'll be, married to the mob? I don't think so. My parents are against it, of course. Hey, where did you and Waki first meet, anyway? Good question. Tiala doesn't look like the type to have gangster connections. Oh, we met at my old job, actually. Ah, office romance. She's not very forthcoming with information about herself, is she? Did you know that the boss is trying to get out of the business? Really? Mr. Kitaki wants to quit being a gangster? He's trying to transfer his assets into a normal company. He only announced it recently, out of the blue. I hear there's quite a lot of confusion in the ranks. I wonder if that explains that apron. Can't imagine Waki going along with that. He's highly motivated, isn't he? That's not the word I would have used. He said, I'll be the next big boss and keep the family alive. I think he's at the age when boys want to make a mark on the world. That's not the way I would have put it. His father moves in a lot of circles. He's really focused on profits. The Taki family's been making a killing recently. Again, not the way I would have put it. But Waki says it's not about the money. They have the gangster tradition to uphold. Ooh, a generation gap. They've even got the ever-classic what about the family business thing going. Usually it's the father worried about tradition. Can I ask you a question about Waki? I understand he was operated on by the victim, Dr. Maractus. Apparently, yes. I was in his clank about half a year ago. He messed up my op something bad. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later, bye! So I gotta go in and get another doc to patch me up again. Yes, it sounded horrible. Waki has always been fond of fighting and afraid. I'm not sure it qualifies as fighting when pistols are involved. Mr. Gavin was saying his life might be in danger, wasn't he? No, that can't be right. I'm sure he was just trying to scare us. It's scary to think that a surgeon might make a mistake. It's even scarier when he tries to hide it. I'd like to know a little more about this operation. Maybe it's time to pay the Maractus Clinic a visit. I should be getting home now. Waki's in your hands, Mr. Justice. Right. Leave it to me. Apollo, I think you're only making her more nervous. Sorry, I'm new at this, okay? Hee, it's alright. I believe in you. She's so beautiful. She's like a beautiful woman to me. Wait, I wanna look at Charlie. It's Charlie, the houseplant. You've had it for years, apparently. That's Mr. Charlie to you. He's been here longer, after all. Right, sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Charlie. He was raised by a tribe of heathens. She's saying something retroactively racist. She's saying something to the plant as she waters it. Mr. Charlie forgives you, this time. Is there anything else I might do to please his high leafiness? I'm leaving. Try to actually talk to our defendant. Looks like Waki's out for questioning. I really need to talk to him. I guess we'll come back later. Excuse me. Yes? The other suspect is all through with questioning, sir. The other... you mean the panty snatcher? Wesley's Stickler. So they arrested him too? Alright, let's have a little chat with Mr. Stickler. I hope I don't regret this. He is a valuable witness. He's a bit precious, I'll give him that. Please keep this brief if you would, I'm quite busy. I need to finish this paper. Yeah, it's you! Mr. Stickler, we'd like to have a few words with you. Very well, as long as they're few. Nothing would make me happier, believe me. Mr. Stickler, on the night of the murder, you stole... Wait, I can't help but feel that I'm being misunderstood. How exactly? Yes, that night, I obtained a pair of panties, it's true. However, it was my burning curiosity that drove me to do it, nothing more. You wanted to know the trick to my panties, right? You're here too? Oh, great Trucy, teach me! Eh? I must know the secret of your panties. My very existence hangs in the balance. Please, make me your apprentice. Apollo, help! I don't know, I think he'd make a great, lovely assistant. Don't say that, Apollo. It's that bad. Could you relate what you saw the night of the murder to us one more time? Why not, though it hardly differs from the testimony I gave in court. The defendant was there in the park that night, of this I'm quite certain. He was pointing a pistol, or something like that, at the victim. That's when I shouted, "Stop, you two! Let's resolve this like gentlemen!" And the next moment, a shot was fired. And this is all true? Really? My panties are gone, my innermost heart revealed. What further reason could I possibly have to lie? I can't think of anything he'd want to hide more than panty snatching, true. It sounds like Waki was at the scene of the crime after all. How I wish it weren't so. I'm out of here. Kill People Park. Yes, she's back! Hey, you two, over here. Us? Yo, little plum, what's up? I think all this gangsterese is a negative influence on Trucy. Heard you retrieved my bloomers. Well, I was just doing... Well, our man speaks clearly and takes credit where it's due. You caught the thief, didn't you? Yes. Sorry, I caught him. You're cute when you're nervous, Polly. I'll deal with you later. But enough about bloomers. What about my son, Wookie? Wookie, clearly. Yes, ma'am. This is why I was kind of hoping we could avoid coming back here. People. Kill people. Kill people. Apparently this park was a gift of a Kentucky family. A friendly people park brought to you by organized crime. Very naughty part of me is to write "We Kill" on the left side of the sign. They changed it! It used to be just "Kill." It was like, I wanna write "Kill." I want Kill People Park. They also removed his line about their house being like Chinatown. He's really everything you'd expect in a boss's son. I'm going to be a gangster, dude. The life does have an appeal for that age, particularly for boys. What? Don't look at me like that. He was shot in a tough war about half a year ago. Yes, we heard the story from Waki. But he didn't tell you the whole story. No, even if he had a pistol then, he couldn't have shot anyone. What? He acts like he's hard, but he couldn't shoot someone to save his life. I should know, I'm his mom. The words do have a certain weight to them. Hopefully, when this is all taken care of, he and the boss can sort out their differences. The boss? You mean Waki's father? They didn't seem to be on the best terms, did they? It's true. One of our pistols is missing. So the murder weapon was from this mansion. We kind of figured, given the difficulty of obtaining a gun these days. None of the rank and file have access. Only the boss, myself, and Waki could have taken it. I see. I'm sure the cops will continue tromping all over the mansion because of this case. Maybe this is a sign that it's time for a change. Wahahaha. He doesn't seem too concerned, at least. Yeah, Waki's fiancé. They're getting married next month, correct? I suppose. He's been staying over lately. You don't look too happy about that, little plum. How do you guess? Even I could tell that. Can you tell us more about her? Waki brought her home one day. Says he wants to tie the knot. I can see why. She's so pretty. Oh, she's pretty enough. But you know... No, it's probably just me being suspicious in this business too long. And you start to only see darkness in people. You get a nose for it. A nose for people, a nose for trouble. I wonder what the problem is. It's like a gangster's only version of female intuition. Or just intuition. The boss may act tough, but that boy means the world to him. But Waki seems, well... It seems like he's against his father's position. Well, it's to be expected. We're in a bit of a transition now. Trying to cut our ties to the shadier side of the street and do more on the up and up. Waki isn't too enthusiastic about the change, it's true. But why the change? Is the gangster thing just not paying the bills? It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is. I see. Something must be up. He'll see things the way the boss sees them one day. Oh, slippers. Slippers. We have space for her pockets now. Something near the bottom. Look at the paint on these. That means these must have ended up in here after Mr. Wright's accident. Maybe they're connected? Let's pick them up. My slipper. Let's see. Oh, Maractus Clinic. Foot! Foot! Oh. Leaf. Someone's foot is dirty. Let's go there. No! Hey, it's Mr. Aldoon! Mr. Aldoon! What's wrong? So, you found my stand. That's why I'm here, to thank you. And now it's a crime scene and they won't let me have it back. That's also why I'm here. I got no other place to go. I see. How can a noodle stand be a crime scene? That's what I don't get, Trucy doll. Even in death, he's after my neck, I tell you. Bah! Can't even cook an honest noodle. Even in death? You mean the victim, Dr. Maractus? I tell ya, it's enough to drive a man and make his soup even saltier. Remind me to never eat his noodles when he's in a bad mood. That stand, for generations it served up the very best noodles us Aldoons could make. A tradition of noodles and salty broth. It's more than a stand, it's history, I tell you. Watch what you say or it might become true. That's a great story, Mr. Aldoon. A single stand, passed down from generation to generation. Of course, to be honest, I didn't plan on doing it. That's right, you said something about that. About you rebelling against your pops, was it? Good memory, Trucy doll. I was a go-getter back in my day. Till my friend next door butted in. In the end, I was left with nothing but this dusty old stand to earn my fortune. Mr. Aldoon, I don't mean to pry, but what exactly did you do before you became a chef? Let old noodles lie, that's what I say. Starting to get an idea of what he did anyway. He stole my dreams and left me with nothing but noodles. Now I don't even have that. Mr. Aldoon, if I might ask, what exactly happened between you and the Maractus Clinic? Hey? I can't help but sense enmity there. Enmity? I hate him. Hated. Him acting like he smells like roses when he's rolling in mud. Excuse me? He's the only doctor at that clinic, you know. Pretty impressive, eh? I'll tell you the secret to his success, the mob. You mean the Kitaki family? They're always having one of them turf wars or whatnot. Always an injury or two that needs fixing. Maractus saw a chance for some business. So he started giving the Kitaki family a good deal. A deal. Every fifth operation for free. He stole the idea from my pops. One free bowl of noodles a week, he used to say. Can a doctor just decide to do that? What about the insurance companies? Oh, no doubt it's illegal, but I got him in good with the family. Pretty soon he was getting all the business in town. Leaving me here in the dark, up to my neck in soupy noodles. I think I figured out Mr. Aldoon's former occupation. Can't hurt to ask Apollo. Mr. Aldoon, or should I say Dr. Aldoon. Figured it out, did ya? That's right, I was a doctor, a surgeon, until the year before last. So, Dr. Maractus was your rival? You like those onions they put in the soup broth? Yeah, kind of. You take a spoon, you drink some broth, those onions will find their way in there. For people who like 'em, why that's just fine. For people who hate 'em, I hate onions. Hate 'em. Always sneaking in from the side, getting in the way of a good tasting spoonful. Well, that's what he was, an onion. Onion boy, that's what I called him. So, you weren't exactly friends. Huh, me and Pal Maractus. Ever since preschool we were getting in each other's face. No matter what I did, sure enough he'd come following along. And he'd do it better than me. Just blow right past without so much as a howdy. I see. Is this Yowie? That's right, I was a surgeon long before he was, you know. And that no-good onion boy comes along. Well, truthfully, it looks like we found ourselves a new suspect. Don't say that! Thanks to him, I was forced to trade in my scalpel for a ladle. Sorry, pal. Didn't mean to weigh you down with an old man's ramblings. No, it's fine. By way of apology. If you ever get yourself in a spot of trouble, you drop by. Huh? You're investigating Maractus, aren't you? Yes? Well, you want to know about a doctor, you ask a doctor, that's all I'm saying. You just think of me if you need something, Trucy doll. Right. Thanks, Mr. Aldoon. I guess the time spent listening to him complain wasn't entirely wasted. That's a wall. Girl, that's a wall. Oh, Apollo! Poor Apollo. Oh. His hair wasn't pointy enough. His spikes. I know. Well, we've got to check out this clinic, that's for sure. Yeah, but what about the guard? No harm in asking. Excuse me? Hey, it's you two from yesterday. Same officer that was standing out by the park yesterday. Your business is over in the park, isn't it? This clinic's off limits. It's not involved. But what part of off limits do you not understand? Show me proof that the clinic is connected to the incident in the park or beat it. No harm in asking, no gain either. No point in sticking around here, I guess. Let's go. Oh, it's just a gold-covered human skeleton. Look, it's a folding ladder. Ollie, that's called a step ladder. Come on. Step ladder? How is that different from a regular ladder then? It's a much more complex piece of machinery. It's like two ladders stuck together. So you admit that it's basically a ladder, right? Wait, huh? You have to look past the form, at the essence of the thing. Can we talk about something else? Kitty. Hey, a kitty cat! Here, kitty kitty kitty! Meow! It's not coming down. You do look kind of suspicious, you have to admit. It's okay, kitty cat. His hair won't hurt you. It's okay, kitty cat. She won't make you disappear in her hat. Meow. 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 I was hoping to meet with my client. Talkie-Talkie just finished questioning. I'll bring him out. The gods are Australian, 'cause they are. Great, finally! Yo, sup, my little imposter? Eek, what did you call me? Zam, it's you? Sorry, G, I thought you were Alita. My little imposter sure is a strange nickname. It's a Clink thing, you wouldn't understand. Did I say imposter? I meant poster, like poster girl, right? You're going to drop part of that. Why not drop poster and just call her girl? Because she's so much more than that, G. She's like an angel, fallen angel. So, what can I do you for? You don't look so chipper today, Walkie. Worried about your heart condition, maybe? That was the wackest thing of all. All about G's lighting up, taking eye exams and all that. Better die young than fade away. Bizoy! The hell is a bizoy? I'm not reading. We just did this. Man, I ain't trying to hear that. A man fights to protect what's valuable to him, you know what I'm saying? I miss my fallen angel. Hey, you go get Alita for me. You're my lawyer, aren't you? Lawyer, not gopher. So I heard you're to be married next month. Straight up, we poured the nuptial 40 out on the stoop. Alita, oh snaffle cake, she's so flayed. I think he's smitten with her in his own weird way. I was wondering, how did you two meet? I asked Tiala, but she was very vague. Huh? Well man, if she wouldn't tell you, I best hold my tongue, you feel me? What? Man, what's past is past, she knows that. When I'm with Alita, I feel like there's things worth protecting out there, you feel me? And my Alita, she's down with that all the way. So both of them are mum about their past. Do you think you could tell us what happened with you and Palmerectus? There's something you should know. We Katakis are having what you might call a feud with the Rivales family. So, about 6 months back, I go into Rivales' turf packing a knife, right? And you were shot? Coolest thing I ever seen. One shot to the heart, but my homies weren't too late. It's a miracle that I survived. It's already considered one of the 7 wonders of the Kataki family, you know that? So you were taken to the Maractus clinic then. His hair is one of the 7 miracles. You should have seen their faces when they wheeled me in. You can't just let the boss's son die, you know? I'd hate to have been in that doctor's shoes. Mr. Katagi's scary enough when he's not angry. But the bullet that hit you, It was never removed? And is still threatening his life. That doctor, he did it on purpose. The Rivales paid them off, I'm sure of it. I need to hear more about the night of the murder, that much is clear. Life in the family is a G thing, it's about being a man. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm not up on my G things. I'm not even sure what a G thing is. My old man, he's gone soft. He says the old rival gang days are over. He just wants to make money. Isn't that a good thing? Man, there ain't no soul in making money. Better than live fast and die young. For shizzle. Sigh. Wait till I run the yard, then everyone will know what time it is. That's right. OG time all the time. Represent. Apollo, why does he keep talking about old guys? I don't think that's what OG means, Trucy. Is this a translation where I don't know, but like if he actually was saying OG in the Japanese version as well, then is it old guys because it was OG? Well, we're all done talking. Well, is this yours? Ah, no. About these weapons, the pistol and the knife. They belong to the family. I stuck them out that night. So the killer Mr. Stickler said he saw that night was... I guess it was me. I was there after all. Yeah, we're finished. Yo, Walkie! Do you think you could tell us exactly what happened that night? You don't beat around the bush, do you? I like your style, shorty. He's really cute. Actually, there's a question I've been wanting to ask you for a while now. That is, did you do it? Did you shoot him? I don't know. If gave that checkup when I found out about the bullet in my heart. I borrowed a gun from the family stash. Figured I'd give that doctor a taste of his own bad medicine. Uh-oh, I don't like where this is going. But you were carrying a knife, weren't you? Oh, that. Yeah, well, never can be too careful, I say. So I'm on my way to the clinic, right? And I run into him in the park, and he's dragging this noodle stand behind him. Wait, you didn't put him up to that? Like, you know, in the movies? If you value your life, you'll bring the stand. Probably you're more whack than I am, and that's saying something. But I was serious. Thing is, I don't remember what happened next all too well. You don't remember? But the way I see it, if there wasn't anyone else there that night, then I guess it probably was me who did him in. You know what I'm saying? Bye! Wanna look in the park. Look at that crowd over by the park. Probably people trying to get a glimpse of the crime scene. But why are those girls screaming? I think I just heard one say, "Oh my god, it's him!" Wait, that motorcycle. Go away. I wanna kill people park. Ah, if it isn't her forehead. Prosecutor Gavin. Some fans found me on my way out, just my luck. Oh my god, he's so cool! He's so cool! Yeah! Thus the screams. New album just came out, you know? Try waving to them, they love it. Oh, he's so cute! Ah ha ha! They're so excited it doesn't matter who waves to them, see? This is surreal. So you were here investigating? And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost. Your hog? My motorcycle won't start. Hog exhaust pipe. Ashtung baby. Too bad, it looks like such a nice bike too. Hard to believe that it could break just from that. Ah, it's my fault. I think I was using the wrong oil. Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clog the exhaust and they won't run. Ah, machines. Show me a shell by X. He has a disorder that normal people don't have. I ride a bicycle, actually. In any event, I'm off to the shop to get her fixed. The detective in charge of the scene isn't fond of me in any case. The detective? You mean the one in the lab coat? Yeah, she's in a foul mood too. Be gentle. Auf Wiedersehen, baby. What the fuck is this? He really does his best. Oh, Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen.
Wiedersehen. Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. Baby. Auf Wiedersehen, baby. Auf Wiedersehen, baby. Oh my god, there he goes! Kya! Oh, so cute! And the forecast for the park today, gloomy skies. Well, nothing to do but head on in. Let's hit the park, Apollo. With bats. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen. Okay. Good. Mediocre. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen, baby. Astung, baby. Let's rock. Huh? Does something about this scene look different to you? The blue tarps are gone. Maybe that's it? Yeah, I think you're right. Look over there. The white frock detective from yesterday. He seems to be apologizing reverently to the trash can. She's under a lot of stress. Investigation's probably not going so well. Hey, you there. We're going to talk about someone behind our back. Do it more quietly, please. Oh, Detective Sky. Hello. You seem as gloomy as ever. It's miserable. I just got a new kid and I can't get the stuff to work. And everyone's all smiles for that glimmerous fob. Glimmerous? Does she mean Prosecutor Gavin? More to the point, doesn't she mean glamorous? When he walks, his shiny chains catch the sun and glimmer in my eyes. It's distracting. Autism. Speaking of distracting, I guess I just have to accept the fact that I lack talent. Sounds like she's trying out some sort of new forensic technique. Detective Sky, you know Mr. Wright, correct? How do you know my daddy? I want details! Well... He helped me out a long time ago. You might say he saved me. Wasn't she saying something about getting involved in an incident? I can't stand it when things are vague, especially in a case. I went to study to become a forensic scientist in Europe. With Francisco. But you're a detective now. Well, I failed the test. But you know, rank and title don't matter. What matters is what's inside your heart. I've always thought that too. My heart is full of science. That's why I bought this kit through mail order. And I'm going to test it here before the forensics team arrives. Oh, that seems like a bad idea. Are you sure that's okay? I won't lie, I'm not fond of the man. Those glamorous types always rub me the wrong way. Glamorous, right? Prosecutor should be cool of wit and furrowed of brow. Less glamorous and more simmerous, you know. She's talking about Edgeworth. No, actually I don't. Well, that and what happened 7 years ago. Prosecutor Gavin was the one who stripped Mr. Wright of his attorney's badge. What? Really? He was the one? You mean you didn't know? I thought you were one of his boys. Excuse me? In a gay way? I'm neither a boy nor one of his, but let's see what she has to say. What exactly happened 7 years ago? I never actually heard the details. And investigate. It's better you learn about it yourself anyway. Do you mind me asking exactly what it is you've been doing? Squatting down on the ground like that? Oh, you wanna know, do you? Well, I splurged on a new toy. You splurged? You mean it wasn't police issue? What is it? I see a roller and glue? This is a footprint analysis kit. Footprint. It was raining on the night of the murder, which means that footprints were left. Oh, does that have anything to do with those blue tarps? Right, the ground was muddy, so I had to protect it as it was that night. Ever wanted to know exactly where someone was standing? Like your panty-snatching student witness, for instance? Aha, so with that kit! Right! What? Wanna try this stuff out? Huh? Are you sure? I mean, we're sort of on opposing teams and all. Oh, pshaw, you're friends! And to tell you the truth, I'm not so good at doing this. Guess I'm a little clumsy. I could use your help. Ooh, I'm good at stuff like this. I used to make magic bunnies out of paper mache. Footprint analysis, huh? Well, should I give it a go? Yes! Okay, I'll give it a go. That's the spirit. Right, allow me to explain. One moment. He's reading the instructions for a kid. Why does this not fill me with confidence? First, we have to pick the footprint, or in this case, shoe print we want to analyze. I've taken the liberty of marking all the shoe prints in the park. Well, which shoe print should we start with? We're going to verify the defendant's account. Here's the place to start. Shoe prints, prepare to be examined. Oh, this is so exciting. Milk! Right, here goes. First, pour the plaster into the print until it's full. You try it. How am I supposed to do that? Just press space where you want to pour the plaster. Like this. This is disgusting. That doesn't look too hard. If you run out of plaster in your beaker before you're done, you have to start over. Oh man. I'm not good at this. I missed some! No, don't say not bad. Not bad. You're handier with that than you look. What's that supposed to mean? On the next step. Dry the plaster until it turns white. Right. Just press space to blast it with that dryer. If you blow on it too hot, it will get blown away. There, give it a shot. This is kind of penis. Dude, I'm not done! Looks like it's hardened nicely. Let's take a look. Yes, that's a good one. Next, the ink. Ready for the next step? Use the roller to ink that's the shoe print part. Hold onto that roller tight now with space, then roll it up and down. Keep going till you get enough ink on there for good print. Whee! Whee! Right, now the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take our print. Ready? Here goes. Bonk. It has glue on it. That's disgusting. Let's see if we get a match. Show me your foot. Oh, okay. Dude! How self-centered can you be? How? Not the custom shoes, man. I wanna see everyone's shoe. Okay. So the shoe prints belong to Wakikitaki after all. He was in the park on the night of the crime. Wow, I can almost see the signs at work. Don't you love it? Ah, nothing feels better. He's definitely way more into this than I am. Just let me know if you want to do some more. I'll be here solving the case with science. Oh, that certainly brightened her mood. Detective Sky, mind if we give it another go? Right on. Leave no print unanalyzed, I say. Oh, I wanted to look at the one in my shoe. Yeah, I'm giving up. Well, I guess we can have a look at it. Women love this. One shoe, the one-legged man was here. Gloop gloop. Stop! I wanna finish it! Okay, looking good. Next to dry the plaster. No go. His feet. I'm not a foot lover. Huh, that's a funny shoe print. Is that even a shoe? It is strange. So smooth. Except for the part with the leaf. Oil cloud! I can say without even looking that this print doesn't match any print on our list. A mystery print. Guys, I get it. I have it. The one with the leaf. Oh god. Oh, I can present people. Oh, I can't. Oh, I hate you all. I'm not in the presenting menu. I think they got rid of presenting people in this game. You used to be able to present in profiles in 123, which was great because I can ask everyone about Franziska. And they'll tell me something interesting. Where is she? You say the Miraculous Clinic. Hey! What? The slipper. Look right here. I think I see a toe mark. A toe mark? Think we can get a print off that? Sure. Toes have prints just like fingers do, you know? This little clue might be a gold mine. Oh, there's one problem. Police station doesn't keep a record of toe prints. So we won't know whose it is. I guess that would be too much to hope for. Still, it might be useful somehow. Let's analyze it. I'm trying. Oh. Huh? So... Oh. Well, this isn't what I wanted to do, but let's have a look anyway. Okay, looking good. Alright, I get it. I don't think I need to do this. This is just for foot lovers. For the foot lovers in chat. Yep, that's his foot. So these shoe prints belong to Wesley Stickler. This confirms his testimony, the final version of it at least. Now we know where the panty snatcher was standing. Ad break. This print is far too smooth to be from a regular shoe. It is a shoe print of some kind though, that's certain. Still, you have to wonder what it's doing here. It's right next to the Eldoon's noodle stand. It does make one wonder. Hey you. Yes? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? You wouldn't happen to have something in mind? Something that might have left this mystery shoe print? This mystery shoe print does remind me of something. I'm pretty sure I've seen something that would leave a print like that. You know, I think I have our culprit right here. It! The other ad break is coming. Know what I'm eating? Snacks? Snacks. More precisely, whenever I'm in a bad mood, I eat chocolate snackoos. I had no idea. I think she means you picked the wrong evidence, Apollo. I did my best. I had no idea. What do you mean? Oops, I put it on order. Do I have to examine it first? Bottom is covered with paint. Huh? What's this weird shape here? It looks like a leaf was stuck to the bottom when the wearer stepped in some yellow paint. So the outline was left when the leaf was removed. Ah, I got paint on my hand. Apollo! I saw you try to web your hand on my cape. Apollo! This is literally it. Wait, do I have to check the toe print first? Let me check for tours. Why can't I analyze it? Oh, cause I didn't actually examine the tour print. Be serious. Dude. It's the Apollo who doesn't know anything. What the hell? I wonder, could this be a print? Why would there be a finger? Oh, you mean a toe print? Good call, Apollo. I bet we can analyze it, just like a regular print. This could be a vital piece of evidence. Oh. Hello. Ew, this is so gross. Ew, I hate this. Hey, it worked. That looks like a big toe, maybe? Whoa, I feel like the case is solved already. What was next? We have to match the print, right? Right, let's match it! Wait. The detective didn't give us a list of toe prints, Apollo. Oh, good point. Maybe we should ask her? Get some expert advice? I guess so. I'm not sure she really qualifies as an expert. She does, she has autism. Well, I already talked to her about that. Emma, do you have any feet photos that I can look at? Not of your feet, but of feet in general. Well, I think it's these slippers actually. Slippers? What would slippers be doing out here? Look at the bottom, see? It's covered with paint. Except for... See right here? Hey, that spot is shaped like a leaf. What if a leaf was stuck on the bottom and came off when the slipper stepped in paint? Makes sense, doesn't it? Wait, something's written on them. The Maractus Clinic. Exactly, the victim's clinic. Wait, that means that someone from the clinic was involved? Why is she just standing there eating? Detective Sky, I have a favor to ask. What? Can you get us access into the Maractus Clinic? The police won't let us in. They say the murder and the clinic are not connected. And it's off limits until we prove they are. Should be able to do something for you, yes. Eh? Really? Well, you did my work for me here with the shoe prints. Seems like I should return the favor. Thank you, Detective Sky. Here, show this to the police officer on duty. Right, Maractus Clinic, here comes justice. Here comes justice. What, you two again. When oh when will you learn? Look at me however you want, you're not getting in today. Wouldn't be so sure if I were you. Look what we have. What's this? Detective Sky. Yesterday was Prosecutor Gavin, today is Detective Sky. Who are you two, really? Always suspicious again. Well, you got the orders. I gotta let you in. Have fun. Thanks, Mr. Officer. Let's hit it, Apollo. Let's hit it. Ooh. It's gone. I wanted to look at it. Eh. Huh. Kind of an at-home sort of place, isn't it? This place has a connection to the murder in the park. Sure of it. The police guy out front wasn't so sure. Beyond it being where the victim lived. Looks like the police team's gone home for the day. There might be some clues lying around. Let's get cracking, Apollo. Jeez. Whoa. Look at all these bowls. They're from Aldoon's noodles. There's Mr. Salty. And I think we figured something out. I think we have. Mr. Aldoon must do takeout. Not exactly what I was thinking. All the bowls have been washed clean. I think we found our first clue, Tracy. There's a single pair of sandals here. Wait, but why would there be sandals here? Unless they belong to one of the patients. Or maybe it's a visitor that's come to see Dr. Maractus. I think they'd use his house entrance instead of the clinic entrance in that case. And if this patient or visitor isn't still here, why'd they leave without their shoes? Better take a closer look at these, just in case. This case is just for panty perverts and foot perverts. I'm glad Apollo thinks they're cute. Foot lover. Hey Apollo, you think this is... Huh, this could be a toe print. Maybe we can get a print off of this. Let's try it out. I like that we haven't gone to see Phoenix. We don't need him. I have, someone's, like, big folder of all their theories about this game that they sold. They only sold it within Korea, but they sold it to me because they believed in me. In my devotion to aa4, which I don't really have because Francisca isn't there, but I do like it. Hey, that worked! That looks like a big toe, maybe? But wait, I mean, it's great that we got the print, but is there such a thing as a list of toe prints? Oh, good point. If there is, Detective Sky didn't give it to us, which means we can't match this print. It seems like a good time to ask the detective's advice. Yeah, good idea. Well, we just did that. Curate women's sandals. These must be the slippers for patients at the clinic. Same as the pair we found, of course. Look, a single pair is missing from the rack here too. And ours have paint on the bottoms, which means they were taken out of here on the night of the murder. Right. Paint's from the hidden run after all. But what were a pair of clinic slippers doing in the trash can? And what were they doing at the scene of Hidden Run? Phew. Oh, I love him. Look, this door says doctor's office. And this is the victim's private office? It's not locked. Too bad. Why too bad? I like opening locks. It's kind of a hobby of mine. Like those little bike locks? Don't even bother putting them on when I'm around. It's probably not a hobby you want to tell too many people about. Thump! Apollo! That sound, it came from behind this door. Someone's in there. Let's check it out, Tracy. Break-in! They left through that window. Wait, Apollo, you're too late to catch them now. It must be her experience as a panty snatcher chaser talking. Well, we should tell the police. Let's check the room out first, Apollo. If we call the police now, we'll lose our chance. You're right. She's better at this than I am. Well, one thing's for certain. This clinic and our murder case are looking pretty related now. Ooh, it. What a cute little safe! Looks like a 4-digit lock. Someone's already entered in 2 numbers, Apollo. 7, 9... Wait, do you think? That burglar just now was trying to open it? I wonder what's inside the safe. Is there any way we can figure out the last 2 numbers? Well, we know the first 2 are 7 and 9. Maybe there's something in the court record? Something that can help us figure out the last 2 numbers. I wonder. I've got just the thing. Well, I have an idea. I knew it, Apollo. What is it? Well, all we have to know is what buttons have been pressed. We can use this to find out what the next two numbers are. It! Take that! When you press the buttons, you'd have to touch them inappropriately with your finger, right? It would leave a print. When you open a safe, you don't press any other buttons but the right ones, right? So if we can find the buttons with fingerprints, we'll have the safe code. Not bad, Apollo. Back as well. Oof, 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 oof. What do you want from me? You can never have too much dust. Oil! Look, you can see the oily finger residues clearly. You can see the goose debris clearly. Look at 7 and 9. These are glove marks. The burglar must have been wearing gloves. Well, we might not be able to identify the burglar, but we can open the safe. Let's give it a shot. Oh. It opened. Oh. Oh. Oops. Oops. This looks like a bullet hole. Huh, you can still see the bullet sticking out of it. Why is it in the middle of a safe? To keep your bullet safe, obviously. Hey, the bullet came out. The tip is all squished. Not surprising, given that it was fired into a metal safe. This bullet's got a story behind it, that's for sure. This looks like a medical chart. There's an x-ray in there with it. An x-ray? Can't make heads or tails of it. And I can't read the chart either, it's all in medical speak. I know. I watched ER. But the names are easy enough to read. Look, by patient it says Waki Kitaki. So this is Waki, our client's chart, huh? Why would this one chart be here in the safe? Let's see, the physician's signature says Palmarectus. What is it, Apollo? Look here where it says who filed the chart. Let's see, Nurse Alita Tiala. Is this a typer? Alita Tialita. Is Waki's fiance. Apollo! Does one eat too many Apollo? Apollo! Never mind that. What's her name doing here? How should I know? Although, I guess it means she's on staff at this clinic? Odd that she neglected to mention this before now. I'm sure she had her reasons. So Alita Tiala worked at the Maractus Clinic. And she had access to Wakikitaki's medical chart. That's what I thought. How can she tell? You got the I and Y wrong, Apollo. Apple. Apple what? I'd be very interested to find out what this chart says. Who could help us decipher this? Oh, my good friend, Noodle Guy. A cat is here. Guess that's it. Well, we can still look around here. Books and papers are scattered around the room. Well, what a mess. This is worse than Daddy's room. Burglar must have left in a hurry. Even the cup on the desk here is laying on its side. Huh? The juice that spilled out of that cup. It's dry. So the messy one wasn't our burglar just now. Someone knocked this cup over a while ago and left it. Kind of an expensive looking lamp, isn't it? Hey, the bulb's broken. Broken? Don't you mean burned out? No, our cat burglar must have dropped it. Well, why is it standing up on the floor like that then? Hey, look at the cord! Huh? There's a red splotch on part of the cord. You think that's blood? It's a little bright for blood, almost pinkish. Something's definitely odd about this lamp, that's for sure. The window is ajar. That must be how a burglar escaped. I wonder who it was. Maybe it was just a burglar who happened to pick here? Yeah, but there's a patrol car sitting out front. If I were a burglar, I'd come back the next day at least. I'd give it a month myself. Whoever broke in obviously needed to break in today. Let's go. No, wait, where is he? I wanna talk to my friend who is a doctor who is a noodle guy. Well, let's go talk to Emma. I know that face. That's the face of someone who's made a discovery. Hey, how did you know? Can't fool someone trained in the ways of science. Next, she'll have us analyzing face prints. Let's ask Detective Sky to help us, Polo. Look at my feet, Emma. Phoenix jump scare. These sandals, that's quite a clear print on there. Toe print. Too bad we don't know whose toe it is. Well, there is a way of finding out, of course. There is? What? All you need is a sample of the same toe print, off another shoe for instance. Oh, right. So if the prints matched, you know the same person wore both. Do I have another shoe worn by the same person? Well, maybe. I think I just might, actually. Really? I'm beginning to suspect something here. Detective Sky, can you compare this sample with this other print? No, that is a bullet, girl. This pair of slippers, toe print and all. Oh, the print on these is nice and clear too. That makes our job easy. Can you analyze it for us? Of course. Hang on. Bingo. Gosh, I'm good. Hey, we were the ones who found the prints. A perfect match. Same person wore these sandals and slippers. I was afraid of that. All you have to do is find out who these sandals belong to. Or do you already know? I can't say. Not yet. Well, that's one big step closer to the truth. You kind of... Oh... Why isn't he here? Maybe at the hospital. The prodigal attorney returns. Welcome, Polo. I heard you did well in the trial today. Here to discuss something? I could use a little diversion. What did Detective Sky say? If you want to know something, you have to investigate it yourself. Mr. Wright, tell me what happened 7 years ago. Please. I want to know. I need to know. You certainly didn't waste any time getting to the point. "7 years ago, I was standing in a courtroom on behalf of a client. The case involved the death of a certain magnificent genius. I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard about it. It was all over the news, I remember that. You were up against Prosecutor Gavin, weren't you?" "Yes, he was only 17 years old at the time." 17 years old? That's still high school. He took the bar exam abroad, in Europe. They're progressive over there, you know. They have friends avant-garde over there. I was defeated by a 17-year-old newcomer. In my shame, I left the practice forever. That's all. That's all? How could that be all? What do you mean? What about what they were saying on the news about forged evidence? They said you forged evidence and had your attorney's badge stripped from you. Tell me, how does it feel? How does it feel to stand here before Phoenix Wright, the forging attorney himself? How does it feel? I don't want to believe that's true. But what about what happened in my first trial? Didn't you notice in today's trial? There was a single piece of forged evidence. I'm talking about evidence that shouldn't have existed. A naughty magician's trick. Ah ha 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 ha. I don't see you jumping to my defense on this one. Maybe I did forge evidence, maybe I didn't. It doesn't really matter now, does it? But... I'm not an attorney anymore. That's the only truth you need to know. Mr. Wright, looks like he doesn't want to talk about the accusations of forgery, for now. I want to talk to a doctor. We could ask Corky, maybe. Oh my god, don't cry, Angel. Daddy's back and Daddy's... Oh, you again. You always have to announce your entrances like that? Man, my old man, Man. Now I'm all in a funk and it's his fault. One can only assume that his father tried to teach him a lesson, and failed, clearly. You two got your work cut out for you, straight up. Of course, I don't care if they lock me up. I'm ready to go. Some days I wonder why I do what I do. Hey man, you won't see me bugging about one or two guilty charges. What if you're found guilty of murder? Hey, it's all experience, you feel me, shorty? Like a badge of honor. They don't give the death penalty, do they? We don't know. You didn't really do it, did you? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. If I've learned one thing today, it's that silence speaks louder than words. Man, my old man is whack. Disappointing, that's what he is. I heard he wants to leave the mob over my dead body. Spend my life trying to keep it real, being an OG and never stepping down. Now my old man wants to go soft, fine, let him. Just leave me out of it. The day I get out of the clink, that's the day Alita and I start the next generation of the Kitaki family. Please don't talk as though it's assumed you're going to jail, for my sake. I have your medical details. Huh? What's that? Some kind of x-ray? Wait. That's right, Waki. It's yours. Hey look, I don't smoke or nothing. I'll live long, right? I don't think he gets to the polo. Take a closer look. Here in particular. Where it says nurse. It's signed Alita Tiala. Huh. You lawyers do your homework. So, you met Miss Tiala when you... Yeah, I met her at the clinic, so? Could you tell us a bit about the circumstances of your meeting? Fine, fine. I'll tell you how we met if you want to know that bad. About half a year ago, I was shot during a little turf war with another family. I was ready to die, sure. When they came in and got me, hauled me off to the docks. The Maractus Clinic? That's where I met her. My fallen angel. You mean Alita Tiala? She was scared of me at first, turns out. But you know what they say, bad guy always gets the ladies. Right. She was done with that clinic anyway. So I was like, I'll take you on, woman. Straight gangster style. Guess what she said? What did she say? Come on, give it some thought. He said it real quiet like, on the down low, know what I'm saying? I'll leave, if you'll marry me. So, that was the proposal? You know it, an oath of love right there in the hospital room. Just like that, the op was done and we were out of there. See you later, bye. About that op. Yeah, didn't go so well after all, did it? I know about the report. I know it's still in me. This health checkup was the boss's idea, you said? Yeah, can you imagine? What's the point of living healthy when you're a G, you know what I'm saying? But didn't you learn about the billet at that checkup? Yeah. That's why I knew that doctor had to pay. Figured I could get that cat pulled after I got my revenge. And hey, I'm still living large now, aren't I? Incidentally, had you ever had a health checkup before? No, my old man suddenly gets this idea that we all gotta get checkups. Guess he's getting old. Older, I mean. These... Oops. These your feet. Waki, you don't happen to recognize these, do you? Hey, sure I do. I was the one who bought them for her. For Miss Tiala? Yeah, a birthday present. She's got mad little feet, mad. So cute, man. The foot lover! So these sandals are hers. Yeah, I kinda had a feeling. What's up with the funky vibes? Sigh. I'm leaving. I can't talk more? Noodles! Oh, all noodles. Mr. Aldoon, we've been looking all over for you. I really have. What's the matter, Trucy doll? Polo, show him what we found. Nothing like expert advice. I suppose he is a doctor still. Niffle. Mr. Altoon, is everything okay? I'm just so happy. I just thought my doctor days were gone for good. Mr. Altoon. It. Mr. Altoon, could you take a look at this? A medical chart? Hey, you shouldn't go around taking these from clinics. Why the sudden silence, Mr. Altoon? What's going on here? That's what we want to know. That chart belongs to my client. He's on trial on suspicion of murder. On trial? That's crazy. Can't put him on trial. He's ABD. ABD? All but dead. He's knocking on the pearly gates and someone's about to answer. Can you tell us why? Well, permit me to speak as a surgeon. You'll listen up good now, son. No way, it's like he's a completely different person. Well, according to this chart, this walkie-talkie fella's not doing so well. You got a bullet right upside his heart. That's right. Yeah, but this chart talks about the post-op. In other words, the operation is already finished. But you can still see that bullet stuck in there. Why would it still be in there after the operation to remove it? Well, about the only reason I can think of is it was too tricky to operate on. What? That bullet's snug as a bug right there next to the aorta, which is connected to the heart. Heck, that scrap of metal's just surrounded by blood vessels. Kind of a miracle. 2 millimeters to either side and there'd be some serious bleeding going on in there. Not something your average doctor would be eager to fiddle with. You mean... It's like a miracle to get that bullet stuck where it is. It would take more than a miracle to take it out. Take a magician. I'm only up to making rabbits disappear. I haven't learned bullets yet. Of course, with the heart pumping and lungs working, that bullet's on the move. I'd give him another half a year tops. But Waki's operation was already half a year ago. That's why I'm saying you're out of time. This kid shouldn't be on trial. He should be in an operating table. Great. Just great. How could Dr. Miraculous do such a terrible thing? How could he just leave that bullet in there? I got a pretty good idea of how he felt. An emergency operation, he's got the kid's chest open on the table, and he finds that bullet. That's despair right there, Trucy doll. Call it despair. Despair? Like in Danganronpa? Well, the only thing he could do is sew the boy back up. He wasn't exactly in a situation, go admit, and he couldn't take it out. The Kitakis... You bet, this kid's their only son, I hear. So he skips the operation and Waki's back on the street living his life. Of course, it's only a matter of time before his heart hemorrhages and he drops cold. How awful. And which doctor would they take him to? Maractus. He's got enough ties to them, he could probably cover up the truth of what happened. That's just horrible. He left Waki to die. There's a darkness in this world, Trucy doll, waiting hungry. Compared to it, these gangs' turf wars are like kid games. When you're up against real evil, well, it don't matter if you're weak or strong, it'll take you all the same. You were a surgeon, right, Mr. Aldoon? You could operate on Waki, couldn't you? I wish. What? I'm afraid there ain't nobody in the country that could. Maybe not even in the world. So Waki... He's real lucky to be alive even now. No! There's one problem. Apollo? This chart. Look at the nurse section. Alita Tiala. That's right, this operation was how they met. Yeah, the problem is she knew. She knew about Waki's condition, guaranteed. Ah, why didn't she ever tell him? Doesn't make sense. If she knew her patient was in serious danger, you'd think she'd want to get that second operation before getting engaged. What was she thinking? Apollo? What were you thinking, Alita Tiala? Oh! It's over. And here's two more. Whew. Not bad, not bad. Right here then. Are you sick of my American yet? I am. It's kind of fun though. Oh. Oh man. Well, I gotta go. Let me check if there's anyone streaming. There's people streaming but they're playing the other games. Hmm. Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you for coming. Tomorrow, the last day of second case turnabout corner will be over. And then the next one is next month, so not too long to wait. Thank you for coming. I'll see you tomorrow, probably around 1. Whew, it's a lot of work. It didn't take as long as I expected. All is well. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And thank you again, and bye bye.